Welcome to my studio. This is part 2 of the previous video that talked about studio practice for creating an etching, where I talked about the images that I have in order to create my composition, and then from the composition the pen and ink, and from the pen and ink doing the ink wash for my Aquatint. This is the plate that I'll be working on to create the etching, so this video is going to talk about the actual development of the plate. So the first initial etch into this plate is complete, which is getting the drawing on the plate. And one way of telling whether you've got yourself a successful etch or not is by taking your scribe, putting it in one of the lines and see if it moves around. In this case it doesn't, so I feel confident that I have a nice etch on this. This initial etch, needs to be burned pretty significantly as far as my method goes, so that I can now have defined real good lines and I can create my artist proof. Here's the artist proof off of the first etch of the plate. The etching was the drawing itself, and so this artist proof gives me an idea of the quality of the line work and the quality of the etch itself. You can compare that to the pen and ink prep, and though there is a quality of the pen and ink prep, there's also this quality that you'll find in the etching itself that adds to that aesthetic of the quality of line work that you can get in etching compared to what you can get in pen and ink. So this quality is something that those of us that love etching and fall in love with etching is something that we look for. And you can see that detail work really pays off when you have a good etch. The next phase of the process is to aquatint the plate. I'll use my ink wash painting that I had done to determine areas that I want to create heavier texture in areas that I don't want to aquatint as much. This process creates this texture to the surface where it holds on to the ink and you can get these various values. Now my suggestion is to seek out a university or an art center that actually does etching. This is using chemicals and there's some safety requirements to doing that. These universities and art centers have all the equipment you need in order to actually do the chemical process to the plate. So now the plate has been aquatinted. The areas that are shiny that you see here are areas that weren't aquatinted, and the areas that have a discoloration, that is an area that was aquatinted. And as I moved along in the aquatinting, I continued to cover the area with asphaltum, thus exposing certain areas to the acid longer than others, and that makes that area darker. So as I proceeded, I got to the point where I got my darkest darks that I wanted and my lightest lights, obviously the area that was not aquatinted. So this is the artist proof coming off of the plate that was just aquatinted, and you could see the variations in value that you get from aquatinting. Of course, what I used in the beginning was this wash to give me an idea of the aquatinting that I wanted to do. That was shown in the previous video. But this is the result of the plate itself. So let me give you a close-up shot of the etching, and you can see this variety of values in the plate from the aquatinting. So I went back and did some additional work to the etching, both with the drawing as well as aqua tinting, and now I'm really happy with the print, so I can work on my limited edition and get that on my website at reekersart.com. So I hope you found this video to be informative in regards to what I do as far as my studio practice for creating and etching, and I hope it helps you in your studio practice as well. If you have any comments or questions, please comment below. If you like what you see here, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can also find me on Instagram and Twitter, as well as I have a Patreon site. So again, thank you very much for watching this video, and I really wish you the best in your art making. Thank you. Bye-bye.